Alright, hey everyone, it is Crispy Cream. I'm going to give you a live tips and tricks video. Not so much live, I definitely had this planned, but it's not like it's going to be an improv type of thing. So today we're going to be talking about Plaza. I think I have a video on Legacy, Grounded, Bureau, and Canals, but I don't have a video for Plaza. Because Port is such a new map. I actually have a map video on Raid on the A bomb site. If anything, I could always just do a entire Raid video, but because Port is, I guess, newer, finding Nades is gonna take me time, especially with the lineups. Maps like Plaza, Canals, Bureau, and Legacy have been in the game forever, so it's just a matter of relearning them. But like Legacy, Plaza is an interesting one because they definitely mixed up they definitely reworked the map. It still looks the same. The skin of the map still looks the same, but it's definitely when it comes to nade lineups, it's definitely different, and for the worst and for the better, actually. One of my favorite smokes, which is in house, is gone, but I'm just going to teach you nades that you might not know, maybe you do know, and maybe some tips and tactics to complement your playstyle. And then we're going to come up here and just use our player in mid to flash. This is a pretty horrible smoke, but we're going to use our mid player to flash B long instead of flashing ourselves in the B bomb site, just because the hang time from mid to B long is actually way longer than if you were to smoke B long. But I just say keep it simple, keep it a little bit high. I'd say around here. I'll freeze frame it right there. Just keep it right there. And it's a nice simple flash that goes in. And as soon as it turns that corner, it's going to flash anybody looking at it. There's not a bounce and then a flash. It's just a flash as soon as it hits that, as soon as it goes around that corner. Let's give a freeze frame about right here. Just the spot. Take that time to just notice this angle right here. And then we're just going to be flashing it. And there you go. We could give off another about A mid, which I should have done first. I should have went A mid to B long, but that's fine. So first thing we're gonna do, there's no special lineup to smoke A mid. Smoking A mid's just perfect because it just alarms the counter terrorists to maybe throw a bit of nades and to reveal their location. I only have a couple of AK bullets, so I'm just gonna shoot off some rounds. That's what they'll do. Smoke should usually land about here. Not the best smoke, but you get the idea. And then players would usually come over here, and you have for a brief moment where players are located, which can help you during the future rounds. If you know that someone is right here, maybe you can go for the A mid as he's distracted. He or she is distracted and focusing on the smoke. But let's re-smoke this, and let's focus on the exact type of players that I called for. So it's not that much of a, I guess, hassle to deal with these players. But usually there's a player in this zone right here. A lot of players like to switch between the sign, like to play aggressive, and then there's always this player over here, kind of rotating back and forth from watching mid to A mid. And one thing that you can do is align this flash with this, I guess, orange, on the side of the window, this orange strip along the building, and it should flash. It should bounce at least like 3 times and land in this area, if not in the air. But it's a really nice flash that kind of covers this area, flashes this area, and it flashes this area, all combined. So the way to do it perfectly is you want to get on the side of it, and then run through it, and it flashes, yes, right around here. So if you don't run through it, most likely the flash is going to just drop down to the floor, which you can do. So let's do it. Oh, I guess not. You're gonna want to use this, I guess, mid brick to kind of flash. It's gonna flash. The flash is gonna pop right behind you. You might get flashed just for a second, but the flash is gonna pop right behind you. And usually, what happens is 1, players get flashed. 2, players land in cubby, or 3, players hide from here. Now, if you're quick enough to the angle, you can come over here and peek them as the flash keeps going. See if you're very quick, or you can just spam the crates. You could throw the flash and maybe double nade, you know, setting up a trap, leading the CTs into the cubby, setting up a trap. Maybe you get 2 players A long, and then just nading cubby, double nading cubby, and then before you take A mid control, I want you to line yourself up right here with this. And it's very hard. I said you go with the flag or this little balcony over here. Just align yourself with the black bars of the balcony. And then you're gonna run through it till it smokes off the entire A site. And there's just a little bit of vision if there was a sniper. I don't know whether you... smokes are unpredictable. Usually they... Little yellow strip. And then here it goes. Again. So it's just bouncing your smoke grenade off there. And it makes a beautiful smoke. I mean, have you ever seen a smoke this beautiful? I mean, taking A mid control is going to be easy now. Our nades that you might not know is coming over here and using this nade right here. This ledge. And using it to nade. CT truck. And then if you are maybe coming up... Again, I'm not a huge fan of it just because of how unsafe you are. Just how exposed you are to the counter-terrorists. But it's once you get up here, if you can land like right here, it's just a bounce throw to the carpet right here. Very, very effective, very simple. Not the best smoke again. The rework of Plaza really killed it, but it's the best that I could find. If there's any better smoke, please let me know. So when you come out over here and you think the players are going to come in A and you really just want to stall for time, I feel like this throwing your nade right here is a really good way of just slowing down the tempo of the terrorists and buying your team time, just because it flashes right there in front of them all the time. Or if you're, you know, maybe just peek out, you know, maybe throw a smoke, maybe throw a flash, doesn't really matter. But I think that's just such an efficient way of just throwing just a simple flash while the terrorists are trying to, you know, wide swing and they see the flash coming out. Just maybe they get blind, or maybe they turn away, but it buys your team just enough time to maybe come for the retake. If you don't have the aim right now, if you don't have a 120 iPad, the next best thing you can do is memorize all your nades, practice your nades. So when you are, you know, peeking out an angle or maybe a head glitch, you know, you got that. You at least got your opponent at maybe 40 to 50 HP, and that's more favorable to you. So enough of me talking. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all later.